On Thursday, we had our Warriors Den recap, and there was a part in the video where I just completely breezed right on by a point without really putting my 2 cents in, but it concerns some people, especially console players, and it's regarding light attacks. Now, this is going to be a short video because this is the only thing I'm going to go over, so let me play you this clip really fast from the dev stream so that we're all on the same page.
So, I think what would be better is if these lights were a little bit more viable than they are today, so that, yes, when you parry, you punish it strong, but they hit a little more often than they do today, so they're getting their little bit of damage in over the course of the fight. I think that would be the healthiest for offense being good, but then still for punishment being interesting in that high-level players understand maximum punish versus a heavy attack, maximum punish versus light attack, maximum punish when they go out of stamina, maximum punish when you grab them and get to throw them and stuff like that. So that knowledge creates some depth. So we want to retain that if we can.
This all came to be when the question was asked whether or not they want to change the reward of light parry punishes to basically promote more offensive, aggressive play. Honestly, I like where the parry punishes are now. Light parry grants a heavy, heavy parry grants a light or a zone, depending on who you are. I think it's way better for the game this way, and anything is better than guard break on parry. So Stefan mentions that he thinks improving the viability of light attacks is a step in the right direction, so that if you get parried, you still take a good amount of damage, but at least you can land a few before you get parried. I think heading in this direction can be good or bad depending on how they handle it. If you make light attacks much easier to land for everyone, you'll inevitably make a bunch of players unhappy, as light attacks still land on a bunch of players and can make fighting against a laggy opponent more of a nuisance, but you'll also be coming closer to solving the issue of staring matches and duels. Yubi's been trying to combat turtling for a while now, and this sounds like just another step in their plan, but I really don't think that Yubi would just speed up light attacks for heroes that are already on the faster side like some people are thinking. But then I start to wonder how Yubi would improve these light attacks to make them land more. I can see them giving a few heroes a neutral 400 millisecond light from, say, the top like Shaolin, but you don't want to do that for everyone or the game would just start to get boring and a bit frustrating in team fights, as you'd either have to externally block someone with it or open your sides up since you're waiting for a top light. I can see them giving heroes like Raider light attacks that don't bounce on block, like Shigoki's light attacks, so that he can access his combo zone a little more often in all game modes, but if they're still really slow, that doesn't really solve the problem of them being parried. Maybe they'll give every hero in the game an enhanced light starter so some heroes can get into their chains a little easier. But if they did that, then heroes with 400 millisecond chains would start to frustrate people. Or they could go the boring way and give each hero in the game 500 millisecond lights, or at least a 500 millisecond light from one side. If they make them faster across the board though, I feel that they should drop the damage across the board too to make them act more as combo starters. No one needs to have 20 damage lights in the first place. Honestly, I'm not really sure what they should or will do to improve light attacks, as anything that makes an attack faster will be frowned upon by so many people. I think they should just take their time on this one and only improve one hero at a time when it comes to light attacks. Start with the heroes that have really weak lights like Kensei, Centurion, Lawbringer, Raider, and so on, as I don't think too many people will be upset with you working on them in the slightest, and then just work your way up the list until you feel like you're in a good spot. I don't think they should do one sweeping change to anything right now. I think that they're moving at a decent pace with this mid-season update on the way and with the seasonal rework and new hero. The game is playing at its best right now in my opinion, and while personally I think light attacks are fine as they are with the exception of a few heroes, I can see why they want to work on them. I just don't want them to overstep and make the game frustrating and not fun for the majority of players. Light attacks are already a touchy topic for players, but I don't think that we'll see any huge changes anytime soon. Anyways, that's all I've got for this video. It's a short one, but I really wanted to talk about this for a bit. I do want to hear your opinion as usual, so talk to me down in the comments. And as always, if you agree with me or just like the video, feel free to leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.